Nothing on earth actually prepared me for the reality of starting clinical medicine. All through my life, by the special grace of God, I haven't actually had health challenges or reasons to actually frequently visit the hospital. In fact, the memories I have of visiting a hospital are from when I was very young or when my mother put to bed. Those memories are actually very vague. So I really did not understand what I was actually getting into. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time seeing this page, hi, my name is Sylvia. I'm a skincare content creator. I'm a fifth-year medical student, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing my journey all through fourth year in medical school, which was my very first clinical year, and I hope somebody picks out one or two from this video. Hopefully with time my content will evolve, but for now let's enjoy this journey together. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, if you want more content like this, please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment for me in the comment section, show me some love. Okay, so let's get back into today's story, or today's gist, today's video. So the way I'm going to make this video is going to be like a sit down chit chat kind of video, but I'm going to be inserting videos at some points and pictures that would, since it's something I'm reminiscing, it's not something I actually consciously produced. Okay, so it's something it's kind of a put together, I don't know if I should call it a documentary, but something like that. Okay, so all that talk, let's get right into it. Coming into fourth year after 300 level was a whole different experience. Nothing actually prepared me for the reality of that. Now, leaving the preclinical aspect of medicine, which is a bit more abstract, and coming to face reality, seeing actual cases, seeing medicine in its beautiful raw form. To be honest, nothing really prepared me for that. If you're actually seeing this video, know that I had passed 400 level and I'm now in 500 level. Okay, I know I had already said I'm a fifth year medical student, but I just wanted to take note of that again. So when we started 400 level, the way I remember it, I did not really ask my senior colleagues for their own experience. From what I remember, I was so busy creating content, doing other things on the side. I didn't particularly sit down with anybody to ask, oh, how is 400 level? What's your experience? What's it about? I just know that when I was about to start, I saw advertisements, come and buy your stethoscope, come and buy your scrub, come and buy your word coat. And I was very, very excited because finally I get to handle a stethoscope. So to be very honest, on my own part, I was actually excited. So starting 400 level, I can remember we used to have medicine or surgery classes in the morning from 8 to 9. It usually lasted for about an hour, and then we'll now have the 400 level course, any of them, because in 400 level you are in my school, which is a public university in Nigeria. You do the 400 level courses are pathology and pharmacology, and under pathology you still have microbiology, hematology, histopathology. I understand in some schools it's called morbid anatomy, stuff like that, and chemical pathology. Wait, I hope I'm not mixed up with hematology, histopathology, chemical pathology, and microbiology. Yes, those are the 4 courses, and then you get to do pharmacology, but the other 4 are put in one as pathology, while pharmacology is a standalone course. So you could have any of, though Wednesday was designated for just pharmacology. So in the morning, like I said, you could have either medicine or surgery class where the either the consultants in any specialty in medicine or consultant surgeon will come teach you the theoretical aspect, and then you move on. That's for 1 hour. And after 1 hour, from 9 to 10, you do the course of 400 level, and then after that you now move on to what we usually call posting. I used to hear of posting. I don't even know what posting meant. But my very first posting experience, as God will have it, I was Okay, the way it happened was the class was divided into two. So some persons started medicine posting, some persons started surgery, and I happened to be in medicine for the very first time. So from posting usually starts from like 10 and lasts for 3 to 4 hours, and then you come back for your afternoon lectures. That's how it is in my school. So as God would have it, I was in neurology. That was my very first unit, because even in medicine, when you're in medicine, you are still shared into different specialties and you still like rotate as time goes on. So I started with neurology. So that was where I learned about so many things. I learned about stroke, about dementia, so many neurological conditions. Like, I actually got to see these things in real time. Now, it wasn't even in the movies, it was just me with the patient. And then in M1, as it's called, like the very first aspect of medicine, we are going to learn how to take history, basically history taking. So I mean, that experience felt surreal. I mean, it was like it gave you this slight sense that, oh, I mean, this doctor thing is becoming more real. It made everything feel more real, and I found that experience wholesome. It was fascinating because for someone like me who does not have anybody I can think of in my family who is in the medical line that I could relate to or I could talk to, or would have given me an idea of what this would look like, everything that actually or I experienced those first few months, days, for me, they were I was so fascinated. I actually enjoyed the experience. It, like I already stated, felt more real. It was enlightening. I got to learn more about conditions, about even the work life of doctors, which is something I don't know, particularly not. So I really don't want to talk about that, but in all entirety, the experience was beautiful. After the morning lecture, after the postings, you come back for afternoon lectures. You're still in for either medicine or surgery for 1 hour, and then you proceed with your 400 level courses for the rest of the day till like 5. So 400 level was a bit tasking, I'm not going to lie, because especially in the beginning when we were still doing medicine and surgery, it was so stressful. I know that I could not even put out content consistently. I think it was after some time when I had adjusted that I was now able to start posting on TikTok slowly again, making shorts. But I was actually grateful. Okay, I'm actually grateful to God because first of all, He brought me to that level and He saw me through, even with all the stress, with the new experiences. I was able to pull through, which I'm very, very grateful for. So after medicine, the class switches, and then those that are doing medicine will now move over to surgery, and those that were in surgery will now move over to medicine. So in surgery, there are different specialties. There's cardiothoracic surgery, neurosurgery, pediatric surgery. Any specialty, you'll be given a particular unit that you go to, and then you still rotate so that you can learn from other units. I think I actually really, really loved or enjoyed surgery. Surgery was a bit more flexible, though the learning there is, I mean, everywhere the learning is standard. I mean, you actually have to learn. Surgery is much more practical. I mean, I don't know, but surgery is more, in fact, it just makes you feel like Ben Carson. So I still remember my very first theater experience. I nearly fainted at the sight of blood. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to sugarcoat. I know that it was a hernia surgery. I think I was in general surgery at the time. So we're to experience a hernia surgery, and when you go, they'll ask you so many questions, anatomical questions, and you have to answer to prove that obviously, yes, you passed through anatomy, and then they're like, the lead surgeon, the surgery begins, and you're just to watch, learn. And it was actually a very beautiful experience for me. I was always so fascinated. I'm not even going to lie. I always wanted to know what's the name of this surgery, what's happening. I actually did enjoy my experience in 400 level, though it was a bit stressful, but like I said, I'm grateful to God that I was able to pull through regardless of all the stress. Pharmacology was a different ball game altogether because it was a standalone course, so it was usually on Wednesdays. Wednesdays were designated for just pharmacology. We did not have postings on pharmacology days, and pharmacology is just study of drugs, has to do with drugs, medications, and all that. And it was nice. It was a nice experience learning something new, something different, something that now felt more real, because on the preclinical aspect you are learning, the learning there is more abstract the way it is in our curriculum, but when you come over to the clinical side it now starts to feel more real. So it's a wholesome experience. If you enjoyed this video and you want more videos like this, if there's anything you want me to talk about on my channel, let me know in the comments. If you love this video, please like, leave a comment for me, share, and thank you so much for watching this video up until this point. See you in the next one.